Congressman, my first question is, now that we have a majority in the House supporting the Armenian Genocide Resolution, where do we go from here?
Well, we've got to go to committee. There, my biggest fear is some weakening amendment. As you know, 6 of us introduced the amendment, or the bill. I'm the only one that's on the relevant committee, I believe, at the present time. And my fear is someone will say they support, but will weaken the resolution. And there are some amendments, we could support. I, for one, wouldn't mind if this resolution, with all humility, pointed out that the United States has done some terrible things in its history, and that we're not lecturing others without looking at ourselves. But we've passed many other resolutions in this Congress talking about the terrible things the United States has done in its history. So getting it through committee and having a speaker who has the courage to deal with the president when they try to vilify her for bringing this bill to the floor.
And how is the situation in the committee now? How do you think things will go? Have you heard from them?
We have co-sponsors represent roughly half the committee. A number of people are not co-sponsors on the committee but will vote for it. If we got an up or down vote in committee, we would pass. Timing is part of this. Do we get a chance to mark it up in July, or do we have to wait till September? And the other part of this is, can the other side come up with some sneaky field amendment? And their goal would be to eliminate the word genocide. I mean, this resolution has many words, but there's one word that has to be in it. And I'll be there fighting in committee. We've gotten this through committee before, and we need to do it again because we have a speaker who has the courage to bring it to the floor.
And when you refer to the other side, I mean, can you talk about this other side and how they're mobilizing in recent months?
The Turkish government has hired the most expensive lobbyists here in Washington. They are flying my colleagues to Turkey for trips. They are making a variety of claims as to how this would affect U.S.-Turkish relations. They fail to talk about how they reacted to France. The French Parliament adopted a similar resolution, and French exports to Turkey almost tripled since then. So we're up against 2 of the most powerful former members of Congress who have been hired for some of the largest fees.
And, I mean, looking at the current situation, do you think, Nancy Pelosi has always been a supporter of the genocide resolution, but do you think the other side and pressures will, what are the chances of having the resolution put on the floor?
Pelosi is dedicated, and I think she'll stand up, but the community has to remember that the attack will come from the White House, and that attack will be to question the dedication of all of us to the national security of America. They will say, aha, you're hurting our troops in Iraq, and they'll go beyond that. And they will claim that this is somehow political or catering to one particular community. The fact is, this resolution represents the truth. And we in our committee just a few weeks ago voted to chastise Japan for its treatment of really sex slaves during World War II. And if we can criticize Japan, we can criticize Turkey, and of course this Congress has criticized the United States of America.
My final question, Congressman, why is it important, in your opinion, 92 years after the genocide, which took place in a different part of the world, for the United States to stand up and affirm and recognize what happened in 1950?
First, it's what it means to the Armenian community and to those who actually survived the Holocaust, the terrible events. And the second is that genocide is the last step. Genocide denial is the last step of the genocide. You destroy a people and you destroy the memory of having destroyed them. And genocide denial is also the first step of the next genocide.